Oh, didn't see you there. Hey everyone. This is a familiar place, isn't it? Friday afternoon, September 22nd, 2023. Time is 3 p.m. and it's 72 Fahrenheit, 22 Celsius. Anyone want to take a guess where this might be? Without me saying. Sure is busy around here. What in the world happened? Angela, you have it right down to the intersection, Broadway and 48th. This is the crossworlds of the world, Times Square. And it's been a good 2.5 months since I've been in New York City. The last time I was here, I was up for the July 4th holiday before I embarked on my road trip. The fantastic world of the Portuguese sardine. I don't think I've ever seen this before. This must be new. So is this place, Arabian O0UD. I've never seen this place either. And I haven't seen this place either. Handcrafted New York chocolate. There's a lot of things that are new around here. And I just started it. This is new too. This ticket sales and change. Oh, money exchange and a ticket sale place? Wow. I know Gordon Ramsay has a restaurant now. Yes, Daniel, things definitely do change fast here in New York. How's it going, Sean, from Bagels and Walks? But then again, we're in the fastest changing part of New York City, period, Times Square. Things are always changing here. No, thank you. I don't want a picture, please. Jody Groves, thank you for $10. Good to see you in New York City. Always love Times Square, and thank you for the great video. Have a great weekend, and God bless. Appreciate it, Jody. Thanks for the support, and some things never change. They do not around here. No, thank you. Oh, this is hilarious. Immediately turning down costume characters' pictures. I didn't approach them, they approached me.
Photo baby picture!
I got enough Walt Disney World action when I was in Florida. What's going on here? They have a little stage set up with a drum set, guitar, piano. They're welcoming me. Yeah, I guess you could say that. I prefer not to take a picture with them though, and not participate in their photo ops if I can avoid it. Wow, this is wild in Times Square. There's more people now, there's more characters. Looks like there's more tourists now too. DSD records saying there's a hurricane that's arriving in New York City, watch out. Last I read, it's not a hurricane, it's just a tropical storm, but I think it's really going to hit more of the Washington, D.C. metro area. I don't really think New York City is going to get hit that bad from it. There's McDonald's. Lots of new advertisements too. They can really be creative in Times Square because they have these 3D billboards now. A few weeks ago, there was an advertisement of the tennis star Rafael Nadal hitting a tennis ball, and it looked like the tennis ball was coming at us. I'll take 100 of these bracelets, please.
Would you like to go to a comedy show? Comedy Central Live. 3 shows tonight, 5 shows tomorrow. Comedy club tickets, live shows, stand-up comedy.
Raising Cane's. I think this is fairly new too. What's this person say? Well, it has a political message on it, so I don't really want to show it. But yeah, to the point message. This is the Hard Rock Cafe next to Bubba Gump Shrimp Company. Craziness with the pedestrian crossing here. Hello. Really have to be careful crossing the street. Look left, right, up, and down. I can't tell you enough how many times people have almost gotten creamed by a vehicle while crossing the street. Oh, Jeffrey, Bubblegum Shrimp closed down in London? I didn't know that. Connie E says he believed me on that. Oh, absolutely. I've been walking the streets of New York City for countless years now. And the more times I come here, I realize you really have to be careful looking everywhere because there could be dangers at any point, whether it be potholes, cars hitting you, random people who may not be in the best interests of your safety. Among many others. Falling ice is a concern with some buildings too. Angela Washington with $9.99. AK, I'm on my treadmill walking here in the Midwest while you're walking there. Thank you so much, Angela Washington. Enjoy your treadmill walk, appreciate it. Eddie Perez says you have to have your head on a swivel, for sure. And it makes my work here exceptionally difficult because I need to look around what's around me and focus on the YouTube chat as well, which comes secondary, by the way, because if I would have crossed there, that guy would have hit me. You gotta have your mindset. Cross the street first. Reading a screen comes second. Hey, NYC walking show. Yes, I'm here in NYC. The namesake of your YouTube channel since day one. Here's Jimmy Buffett's Margaritaville restaurant of Times Square. Unfortunately, Jimmy Buffett passed away earlier this month. They still have dollar pizza here. Let's take a closer look. I didn't think there are many dollar pizza places left, but they still maintained it. Unless it's just the company name that says 99 cents pizza, but the menu item isn't 99 cents. Let's see here. Yeah, a slice of pizza here is 99 cents. I don't know how long it's gonna stay 99 cents because inflation's really been creeping in. But I guess they have enough customers that they could still maintain the 99 cents price level. Yeah, Brad 2023. It's still one of the best deals of New York you can get. 99 cents pizza slice. However, I will add that I won't go out of my way for 99 cents pizza. Only because, it's not because of the economics for me, but because I don't crave for the flavor of pizza. And I think there's a lot better options than 99 cents pizza. If you're on a budget, then it's really good. I like to see how the Penn Station area looks. Penn Station is about 5 blocks away. That's the busiest train station in New York, serving Amtrak, Long Island Railroad, and New Jersey Transit. By the way, the traffic today in the city has been really insane. Traffic in New York is generally bad, but when you add in the UN General Assembly, it only makes that much worse. Chaxologist saying, amazing how you're back to New York City on your off day. Well, you should know me by now. I can be somewhere when you least expect it. You know what's also changed since I left? The subway fare increased from $2.75 to $2.90. I already expected it because they announced it in advance, but the price of the subway went up, I think, towards the end of August. Damaris Cologne saying tolls are going up too. A lot of things are going up in price, not just tolls and public transit fares, but food as well. And unfortunately, prices are going up in the areas that people are getting hit the most. Food, energy, and shelter. Those are the top 3 expenses for most people. Yaya Chu says, thank God I work from home now. I can't deal with the subways. Yeah, I have a feeling that the subways I don't know. They do need an update in New York. They're dirty, but they do get you places. I would say that they're not the safest place to be. When I'm riding the subway system, I try not to stay there too long.
Unfortunately, I would react to either.
Francis saying MTA is thinking of air conditioning the subway. Well, technically it's already air conditioned inside the subway cars. What I'm a little more concerned about is the air filtration in the subway system, because I've seen some studies there that say that the air quality down there in those subway tunnels isn't the greatest. I'd rather have better air quality and cleanliness, and also safety over air conditioning. Okay. Across the street from me is the Macy's headquarters building, the flagship store. We might be able to see the Empire State Building soon. There it is. I still think this is the most iconic building in New York. No matter how many buildings they build, this will always be my most iconic building, or the most iconic building for me. One of these days, I'd like to walk around this area too, the 34th Street area, because it's also kind of like a shopping district as well after Soho. I know during the pandemic and slightly after, it was kind of on the decline and didn't really recover that well, but I want to see what it's like now. The government has been putting a lot of money into this area, especially Penn Station. Oh wow, look at this. I'm looking up now. I'm just mentioning it. There's a brand new skyscraper right on top of Penn Station, Penn 2. And across the street here used to be the Pennsylvania Hotel. but I don't know if it's still standing. Did they finally tear it down? Yeah, it's completely gone. Wow. So yep, they're gonna develop this side as well. Think about what's gonna happen when all this development is finished. Also, close by here is Hudson Yards, which is over there. That, I believe, is still the most expensive real estate development in the world.
I got ice cold bottled water, $1.
Yeah, I see that NYC walking show, no more Pennsylvania Hotel. Yep, just a construction site now. We only see porta potties. Stephanie says Penn Station is finally getting a makeover after so many years. Yeah, they really want to change it because it's kind of been a blight on the city for many years. It's kind of left a taste in people's mouths ever since the destruction of the original Penn Station to construct Madison Square Garden, and everything was put underground. But while it sounded good on paper, it wasn't good aesthetically. The old Penn Station was very nice. It looked like Grand Central Terminal. And what they're trying to do now is to revamp and overhaul Penn Station completely. Before this, it used to be a convoluted system of tunnels and a big maze. People would get lost and it was very claustrophobic. CC, thank you for the $1.99 super chat. Welcome back to New York. Hope you had a great summer. I sure did, CC. Thank you for the support. I appreciate it. Yeah, a lot of progress with Penn Station, I see. Also, summer is not gone yet. Today's the last day of summer. The fall equinox is tomorrow. Get Money Jones asking, when did I get back in New York? I'm happy you're back. I just love New York. I got back to New York this morning. Mally Butt Vlogs with $4.99. Welcome back to New York City. Get yourself a coffee and stay warm. Thank you, Mally Butt Vlogs. Appreciate the super chat. Thank you very much. Miami Aviation says a cold last day of summer in New York. I don't think it's that cold. It's quite comfortable, to be honest. Here's the Stewart Hotel. Get Money Jones says, be careful, we got a lot of migrants coming in. Yeah, I've been seeing all the news stories about it, and I've been also seeing it through other people's videos and live streams as well. Even over here, you can see there's a large population of bikes and scooters. Not sure if that Stewart Hotel is a hotel that's housing a lot of these migrants. But it's a big concern now. Why? Because the migrants have been coming to New York City en masse. And there really isn't an easy solution. It's a major problem and issue that needs to be faced. Unfortunately, as with many things in this country and leadership, major issues are often ignored and put away, and hopefully they solve themselves, but I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole that much. I like to cut across to Broadway now, check out what's happening there, and head over to the Flatiron district. Hubble telescope saying, how can New York City provide for all those migrants who have nothing? It's insane. Yeah, it's a very touchy subject. It's not just a New York City problem either. It's a worldwide problem. If you think New York City only, or the country has a problem with migrants, then you're wrong. They're dealing with this situation in Europe as well. Italy has gotten a lot of migrants from northern Africa. And it's a very touchy subject. I don't really expect the city alone to provide for all these migrants with the right to shelter laws and everything. It's a federal problem at this point because it's an international issue. They're crossing an international border into the United States. And the United States has always been a country of immigration. Since its founding, it was always a country of immigration. It's just that some periods of history have been more contentious than others. And if you think about it, it makes sense, because what really gets on people's nerves is that new people are trying to establish themselves in an area that's already established. And that's very difficult. When New York City was growing, when it was just lower Manhattan, right? It was up to Wall Street. And you had all these newer immigrants coming in. There's plenty of room. They could easily establish themselves on the island of Manhattan, north of Wall Street. That's what happened. That's how the Lower East Side got established when the Irish came over, the Italians. When the Chinese came to New York City, people had issues with the Chinese coming over to New York City at that time. There was anti-migration laws passed, the Chinese Exclusion Act, which affected my family's access to America. Back then, there was even questions on whether or not you'd be allowed to stay there because you always at risk of being deported. So it's very similar to what's happening now. So that's what I can add to it. That a lot of the issue comes from people trying to establish themselves in an area where there's already a community. If there's not a community there and people establish themselves in an area that's not populated. Just look at my driving videos. I'm still driving through Texas on my premieres. There's tons of land there that's not developed. I don't think many people would have issues if the people were moved there and they established their own community. This is the Virgin Hotel. Inside is really nice. They're also advertising Virgin Galactic. JM saying you've got to be kidding. Texas absolutely cannot and should not bear the burden. I'm not saying that Texas should bear the burden. I'm just using the undeveloped land as an example. As I said before, this is a federal issue because it has to deal with immigration and crossing an international border. But I only want to illustrate that it will be less contentious for people to establish themselves in an area that's not developed already and form their own community. That's the point I made, not to put the blame on one specific state because it's a nationwide issue.
Because I really want to go to the lake.
You want to go back to LA?
Yeah, so maybe what I'm going to do is next
I don't think I'm going to talk about this topic anymore for the remainder of the stream. It's a complicated topic, and I know people are going to get insanely political about it. But like I said, it's 100% a federal issue, and it needs to be dealt at the federal level. Mary says, if you flew into New York, will there be any airport videos? No, I didn't make any airport videos. I did a video of landing into New York City though. I'm seeing a lot less scaffolding in New York now. Many of these hotels have been built up. I remember a year and a half ago, the Virgin Hotel was being constructed. And this building over here, this new one, was under construction. There was a lot of scaffolding. But there's a lot less now. You know, this is going to be a problem tomorrow. The Global Citizen Festival is tomorrow, September 23rd, and there's going to be this big rainstorm coming in. That's actually going to be hosted in Central Park, and it's supposed to spread awareness about world issues. Oh my gosh. If you want to see what's happening in the city real time, it's happening right in front of us. There's a motorbike that's being inspected by the NYPD. I presume it's going to get confiscated. And someone's being detained. I've heard about the police department confiscating the motorbikes, but I didn't really believe it until I saw it right in front of me here. Two-way bike lane here on Broadway now. This is neat.
I think.
Used to only be one direction. RJU Jones saying, yes, the police have been taking the mopeds all week. I've heard about sweeps happening in front of the hotels too.
I wish we were in. Otherwise we could be
Really, Pat Waters flaws. They had a truck full at Times Square a few weeks ago. Seems as the city is cracking down. For many years, I've seen the city turn a blind eye to many quality of life issues in the city. Need 6 says, yeah, but only illegal mopeds. I mean, isn't that really the case in most places throughout the world? Governments and police just pick and choose which laws to enforce and which ones they don't. Newly constructed buildings in the Flatiron district here, I see. The Flatiron building still under scaffolding. And I've also heard that the great view of the Empire State Building is about to be obstructed by a building under construction here. I used to always love looking at the Empire State Building from here, but not anymore. You don't see it. Just because your apartment or your building has a view doesn't mean that that view is going to stay the same forever. Mikey's saying, did the Flatiron finally sell? Yes, it did. They had another auction for it, but I don't know who won. No more view of the Empire State Building. No, wait a second. It wasn't this building over here, it's this one. You can still see the top of the Empire State Building. Knee6 saying, sorry if you've already talked about it, but how is the rats invasion? Is it real at all or just plain blown out through social media? Yes, it is a problem. I've done live streams where I've walked around New York City at night. I've seen rats stroll right by my feet. But where it's the most noticeable is actually in the public parks, because that's where the rats like to burrow, in the dirt and by the water. New York's trying to curb the rat population. One of the ways they're trying to do it is by putting out earlier collection times and putting these standalone containers where people put their trash in the containers instead of in plastic bags on the curb. Yes, Hubble telescope saying I should check out the Feast of San Gennaro. It's the last weekend for the Feast of San Gennaro. There's flat rate moving.
Did I go?
Christopher Dotson will be back there tomorrow to the San Gennaro Festival for one last time. Yes, the last day is Sunday. So if you want to go visit the feast, then there's not much time left. Today, I think maybe the last dry day at the Feast of San Gennaro. Because tomorrow and Sunday, it's forecasted to rain.
Yeah, he's like salted the earth.
Hong Miao saying the weather has been gloomy. Yeah, it's been like this for the whole day in New York. Even when I landed, there was a bit of a cloud cover. But it's not forecasted to rain today. Damien Fenton with €5. Here's a little tip for your cross-country driving videos. They are very enjoyable. Thank you so much, Damien. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, there's still a good amount of videos left in that cross-country driving series. I believe Thursday is when the last part of my cross-country driving series videos will finish. But I'll be premiering another video in the series tomorrow. From San Antonio, Texas to Richmond. No, wait, I already premiered that this morning. This one's from Sugar Land, Texas to Breaux Bridge, Louisiana. LeSean, we are on Broadway. Broadway at 19th Street. Don't want to cross the street yet. There's a revel coming. Although if I probably did cross the street, I would probably be safe because a Tesla would automatically engage the safety system, but I took a revel from the airport today. This area where I'm at right now is called Ladies Mile. It was a historic district that had a lot of different stores. There still are a lot of stores on the 6th Avenue side.
There's like really upscale.
And basically, if you have any questions, I can't override my supervisor's authority.
Paragon Sporting Goods Company. Looks like they have a new sign up. I remember it was a little bit more brown. Till this day, it appalls me the way some people cross the street without any regard for their safety.
Meaning, you'll only have an hour.
Reach out to Sam about
Wow, what a t-shirt. in the logo of the New York lottery system. But if you really look into it deeply, the lottery is a tax on the poor.
This is fire. Straight fire.
I don't remember the last time I ever played the lottery. Even when the jackpot is like multiple hundreds of millions of dollars, I don't play into that. There's always a pretty busy crossing. There's a two-way bike lane here. You also have to watch for the cars here. Looks like the Union Square Green Market is on today too. Jersey Fresh Heirloom Tomatoes. What kind of heirloom tomatoes do they have? I like looking at the different colors. Wow, this is cool. Some of these tomatoes, they look green, but they're actually ripe. I remember I grew an heirloom tomato. It looked really ugly, but it was so delicious. I forgot the name of it now. Chris wants me to go to the whiskey vendor to the left to get a free shot. I think I'll pass on that. Claire's saying this market is huge. It really is. If you want fresh produce, this is a great place to come.
Banjo, bro, is he like a
$5.50 for a bread. I think I've seen this band before online. I forgot their name, but they often perform in the subway. Pawn to E4.
What they say, that's unlawful.
You know, that's statistically proven to be the strongest move for white on the move to win the most games. Pawn to e4.
But it's 4 o'clock. I say I was.
Oh, really? Onyx 9 posting about a coastal flood statement remains in effect Saturday afternoon. A half-foot of inundation above ground level expected in vulnerable areas near the waterfront and shoreline. Yeah, they've been talking about a big storm coming tomorrow and this weekend. This storm actually formed in the Atlantic Ocean off of the Georgia and the Carolinas. There's also a new system that's developing off the coast of Africa, and I know they've been really tracking it. I don't know what direction that one's going to take, but there's a possibility it may go into the Caribbean. The sun's trying to come out behind these clouds.
Le pregunté a Alamo.
Yikes. Life Begins at 40 Trucks says that new storm will bring up to 50-mile-per-hour winds and 4 inches of rain to New York. Looks like tomorrow is going to be a pretty rough day for a lot of people. I'm not sure how outdoor events like the Feast of San Gennaro is going to hold up during that storm.
Oh my God.
Oh, Damaris, you've been following it? No more to the islands. That storm will be going north. Okay. This is the Strand Bookstore, largest bookstore in New York City. You really have to see the size of this place. I'm going to go in just briefly. There's have a They have a first floor here, a second floor, which is art and photography, comics, and they have a bottom floor, which is even larger. The underground floor is huge. Nicole says, thanks for giving a head start about tomorrow. It's going to be really rainy tomorrow, for sure.
Talk, right?
Buy the book. You love the Strand, your favorite bookstore. It's an amazing bookstore. Yaya Drew saying it will also be kind of chilly tomorrow. I think that's going to be expected with those rains and the winds. We're now in the neighborhood of NoHo. Marjorie says summer has officially ended today. I think it's still on until the moon starts rising, right? The fall equinox. Hot Works. I've never seen this place before. 3D training, heat exercise, infrared. This looks high tech. Virtual instruction. So why do you need to sign up here then if it's a virtual instructor? Can't you just do that from home? Look what's coming here. Wegmans Food Markets. This is a grocery store brand that's highly revered. They right now have a location in Dumbo. Sidewalk closed, use walkway. Okay. Nope. I used the wrong walkway. Actually, now I have an English question for you all. Sidewalk. I guess it kind of makes sense, right? This is the main road and there's a pathway on the side there where you walk, so sidewalk. I know in the UK they call it the pavement. And walkway, I guess it's just a general area where you walk. I think sidewalk is more specific. Yaya Juice is technically it's a pavement. It is really. Claire says, do you walk sideways on the sidewalk? I guess you can, right? Let's walk sideways. I'm walking sideways on the sidewalk. I'm doing a sidewalk on the sidewalk. Why don't we head down this way? I want to see the spinning cube again. Right in the Astor Place area. Johnson Z says Soho must be booming today. It's Friday. Yeah, I guess we'll see, right? I don't remember the last time I came here, but I remember the spinning cube wasn't here.
Oh, Mom, I got my phone.
What's the difference?
It's much easier to push with two people, but I think you're able to push it just by yourself. Are they gonna try spinning it? Yeah, he's spinning it just with one hand. Yeah, Mika, it is spinnable with one hand. Yeah, it's hard though. Let me see, I'm gonna put like a moderate amount of force in it, but yeah, it's,
Okay.
yeah, this is easy. I'm moving it a little bit. I'm just pushing it like, let me see. How can I describe this? Yeah. You just do a little bit and it pushes. I'm not even pushing it that hard. Like this. Look, it's moving. Just ever so slightly. You can even hear it. It's not as hard as you think. The official name of this sculpture is called the Alamo. Look at this guy, just by himself. Ooh. All right, I'm really gonna try pushing it hard. Let me give it a try. All right, I'm gonna push it really hard. Ugh. Look at that, it's even turning and I'm not even pushing it anymore. Yeah,
Hey man, I forgot your name. I know that you're a
This-
YouTuber. But,
Action Kid.
huh?
Action Kid, yeah.
You went to like Costco and like other places while the pandemic, right?
Yeah.
It's nice to
Oh
meet you.
man,
Nice
yeah.
to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Yeah, I'm glad you're around here. It changed a lot. I don't know if you've been
Yeah.
here like a while, but it changed. A lot.
I've been here. I've been to New York 2 months ago, but not down here.
Ah,
It did
okay.
change a lot, yeah.
Yeah, it did change a lot. It used to be what's it called Thrash and Vaudeville over here.
Uh huh.
Yeah, but they moved like all the way to like First Avenue.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
man.
It used to be like a punk rock scene all around here. Yeah. It's
And then the Cube was gone, and they brought it back.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And,
Yeah.
there was like an N train stop over here, but they changed it to like W's.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. Raising Cane's, that's new too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, man. Have fun.
All right, take care.
Bye bye. Yeah, you just gone for a few months, and everything's changing in New York. So this is Soho, just not on Broadway. I mean NoHo. We haven't passed Houston Street yet. Yeah, Handsome X. I've seen the Raising Cane's popping up all over. There's one in Times Square now. No, out and about, there's no yes ho. Yeah, Susan, north of Houston, that's what it means. I'm about to make my way over into Soho. Maybe we could see the Feast of San Gennaro too. If I just walk on Houston Street over to Mulberry, I'll be able to walk through the feast. I don't know how busy it's gonna be there though, considering it's the last day, last full weekend.
I just, like, for example, it's almost like a spark.
Oh my goodness. Darren Lumby with a extremely generous $50 super chat. Best tour guide in the business. Thank you. Darren Lumby. Really appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. Glad I could be here for you and show you everything around. GT Biker asking if I have a tip for a good hotel in New York for 10 days. Tough to say because there really is a balance between price, accessibility, convenience, and amenities. So I don't know what your threshold is. If price is an issue for you, then I wouldn't really stay in Manhattan. But if convenience is very highly on your list and cost is not really a factor, then Midtown Manhattan's a great place to stay.
Should have no fucking license.
What was that cyclist talking about? Something about not having a license or something with profanity added. Seen a lot today. That's for sure.
What's wrong with you, bro? He's not gonna be friends anymore? Because we don't see friends. I'll push you right now. Where's your picture? Well, man, wait a minute. What's
All right, Houston Street is coming up soon. Damaris Cologne, you like the Hyatt Place, Midtown South? Yep, Nicole. San Gennaro locations, Mulberry Street between Canal Street and Mulberry Street. Robert Parker says, I see you're in the village. No, I'm not in the village. This is NoHo. You should stop by the Village Works Gallery and check out James and Carla's new book storefront, NYC. Yes, they had their book signing yesterday. Right now they're doing a live stream showing some of the locations where they have their book. But that's out of the way for me. I'm not going to meet up with them now. Oh, Adriana, it's over now. They must have just finished their live stream then.
I didn't have it. I couldn't have it. I couldn't do it. It's a good show. Me have one.
All right. Howdy, y'all. I'm from Houston, Texas. Can anyone tell me where Houston Street is? Houston Street, anybody? I'm getting looked at like I'm getting three faces. Where's Houston Street? I actually drove through Houston, Texas not too long ago. It had a pretty big Chinatown, you know, a lot of buildings, the Katy Freeway. I drove on the I-10 in SoCal and then went on I-10 in Texas. This doesn't look like Texas, y'all. Where's Sugarland? Where's Katy? Where's Galveston? There's no Texas sun anywhere. I want my Houston, Texas back. Also, what happened to Whataburger? There's no Whataburger drink here. My size small is too small for me. All right, here we are, folks. Mulberry Street at Houston Street. San Gennaro Feast. Here we go.
Macareno.
Let's see if I can walk through this feast without getting something to eat. That's half of the challenge. Not to overeat while you're here. I bet you we're not going to be able to walk through this feast without hearing the words sausage and peppers once. I can already tell you what they're gonna do here in this feast. Sausage and peppers, $10. Get up, test your luck. Oh, what is this? Oh, they have a jumping demonstration here now? This is new. Yeah, that's me.
Yeah,
What's up?
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you, man.
Yeah, I came all the way from Toronto.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I know your videos from Johnny Strides because like he talks about you. So
Yeah, man. Yeah, I could tell you're a Toronto accent. Oh, I gotta mute this because of the music now.
Yeah.
But they're playing Journey while they amp up the crowd for their jumping performance. It's a friendly viewer back there from Toronto. Yeah, Lizard, you can do that, but there's a risk in doing that too. I've gotten copyright claims even though I played my own music over the music that's already in the background. Sausage and peppers. You know what? It's not as busy as I thought. I saw the opening weekend, it was packed, but right now, not really. Granted, this is not the busiest part of the feast. The busiest part is near Canal Street and Hester Street.
Literally all any character.
Me doesn't think you would eat anything here. I mean, it is all street food, and to be honest, it's not the cleanest environment to eat in. Case in point, I've seen rats run through here at night. Also, you have to understand it's still kind of early in the day for people to be coming to the feast. Corn on the cob, $5. That was Jerry187 on YouTube. He's also a live streamer as well. Here's Upside Pizza, where I ate at with James and Carla last year, and their dog Hudson when I visited the feast.
Stay with the dogs until like 2 days before.
Yeah, I see that, Hung Mao. The moderators are doing a great job keeping the chat clean. I do have rules in the stream, make sure you read them. Although I'm sure if you're breaking the rules, you're not going to be reading them much anyway, so.
Number 5.
Your consequences have actions. Your actions have consequences. Is it me, or I see a greater variety of vendors this year? It's not just all food, but I see like some jewelry, some clothing, games. I'm at Ken Mayer Street. Yeah, Robert, I think there's a new setting now for the moderators to time out a user for different lengths of time. So they could time out longer than 5 minutes now. Blake 46, thank you so much for $6.99. Appreciate it, Blake, thank you. Glad you're enjoying the stream. It's Mike's Clam Bar. Gigi's Italian specialties, sausage and peppers. And of course, all your pastries, All right, this is the busiest section of the feast now, from Grand Street all the way to Canal. Yeah, Eric, it's getting very popular now in this section. Yeah, me, it's so busy here. It's gonna take a while to get through this feast at this rate. Oh, Jessica, this is the last weekend for the feast. But it happens every September and it runs for 2 weeks, I believe. Or 3 weeks. The food looks a lot better this year than last year. Wow, look at this. Datz's Deli has a stall here. There's the viral spot that makes all these custom sandwiches and creations. The jerk chicken. What's up, man? Yeah. Nice to meet you. Yeah, doing good. Yeah, I am.
Oh yeah, I think I.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Wow. Got some viewers here. All right. SF Cynthia, thank you so much. Spreading positivity. It's what I do best. Appreciate it.
Let's go, guys. Go. Let's go, guys. Who's next?
Wow, it's not just Italian food here, folks. I've seen boba, I've seen jerk chicken, Cuban food. Unbelievable. The Cannoli King. Stuck behind people. All right, it's getting crowded here. I'm smelling sausage, peppers, and Parmesan cheese. Cheese wheel pasta. Look at that. Homemade.
Okay, I don't know how much.
This cheese wheel pasta is something I haven't seen before. Look at this. They're taking pasta right out of the cheese wheel. Wow. That looks good. Thank you, Mike Manners, for the $1.99. I knew you were gonna come back. You drove up. I did. I did come back. I didn't drive back though.
Place to eat, guys. Place to go. Well, now I know. Let's just screw some martinis down.
Zeppeli's, funnel cakes, all the fried stuff you love. Cafe Napoli. You know how much a sausage and peppers is from here? 13 bucks. I remember it was 10 bucks last year. Jessica Holguin with $20. Get some cheese wheel pasta. Thank you, Jessica. I might look into it. Thank you so much.
me.
I have to work up that appetite first.
Yeah.
There's the last block of San Gennaro. Arepa soup. It's a good picture. People have really mastered the art of eating while walking here. Look at this margarita pizza. Patron saint of Naples, San Gennaro, which is who this feast is named after. And you can get some San Gennaro merchandise here. All right, we made it to Canal Street and the beginning of the feast, or the end, depending on which direction you're coming from. Let's go here, turn around. I think I'll cross the street because it's getting a little bit crowded here. I want to start winding down the stream because I'm worked up today. I want something to eat. And going across the street, I'll be able to pack up easier and put away my stuff before I go back into the feast and get something. Adriana says, "What are you eating?" I may have to go into the feast and look at the food a little bit more closely. You might find out on Action Kid Extra.
Yeah, 'cause this is the beginning.
Yeah, let's go over here. All right, everyone. Thanks so much for joining in today. It's been a pleasure. Back in New York City again. Hit that like button, subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.